see we have another Briggs Carb, except this time it's a larger, newer one. I think this is like 3 years old now. Same story. The person that owns it kind of leaves the fuel in it. So what we're going to do is, I already took off the cover. I think I actually had to buy that last time. Air filter is brand new. I don't think this gets used very much. You don't need to take this cover off. I'm still going to, because I want to take potentially the tank off. It doesn't help when it's so full of stuff. It is actually not a 5/16 like the smaller versions of this car. This should just release an outer cover, then there's like another smaller one, I think. It's a clip. Take the gas lid off. Where is that clip? Already somewhere. That should be enough. I don't want to break the clip. So at least take the tank out and look at it. Or actually, no, you have to take the whole thing off. You know what? I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just going to take the carb off. Except this time I'm going to start with B screws. Oh man, I smell that gas. Ugh. Man, that actually gave my stomach a pain. Yeah. Do you ever smell something so bad it actually causes yourself physical harm? Okay, something else to check is to make sure this is all functioning correctly. It is, so that's good. Let's go ahead and take the mini pliers, or vice grips, put those on the fuel line, close it off. Take our other pair and actually take the clip off. That might be getting in the way right now. Let's just take the clip off first. There we go. Now, do I want to just take it off now? Might make it easier for the fuel line. These are a little bit more annoying because it has this auto choke bar here. So for those, you have to kind of bend it. There we go. Now, since we have a little bit more working room, let's go ahead and take off the fuel line. You probably can't see any of this, huh? Well, unfortunately, I have to see. You guys don't. You see how taking the cover off is easier? Probably should have done that. It just, nah. fuel line is really on there. Come on. There we go. That'll be in somewhere. Maybe. There we go. Okay, quickly. And here we are. Let's take this back to the carb station, and I will be right back. Okay, so here we are, back at the good old station. Let us get the cup, put that right there. 9:30 seconds. There we go. And what screwdriver are we going to try today? Let's try one of these. There we go. Yeah, that's old, to say the least. Gas is usually not yellow. At least not the gas I buy. I don't know what gas you guys buy. There we go. I'm going to blow that out. But first, I just want to show again that, yet again, it's the same carburetor, same everything. This is the problem. The only way to really fix it is to blow it out. This is my air compressors on the lowest setting because I don't want to blow out. There's a little bead on the side and on the top. But it gets the job done. The lowest setting. I think it's like 40 psi or something. I don't remember. But now, man, even that doesn't look. Even it's clean. Let's grab something else though. Do you ever have one of those aha moments when you clean your garage, but then you think you're going to be so much more productive, but then you forget where you put everything, so your productivity is actually a little bit less, probably? That's what today is like. There we are. Now it's clean. We're going to do the same thing for all of them in the top here. I'm going to blow this out. Also on the lowest setting. Get all the dirt off. Make sure when you're, pro tip, I was just saying, make sure when you're in the garage you're not wearing white. Just saying. I mean, you can, just don't expect it to be white. Or anything that you don't necessarily want to have potentially ruined by gasoline and or oil. Okay, so you just want to make sure that you see the emulsion tube in there and this one all the way down. Sometimes that little, if you can see in there, that little white piece likes to like move out of place and you have to like fondle with it, but looks like it's not. I'm going to blow out a couple other cavities in here real quick. Just wherever you see a hole that's not a screw hole. That's really about it. That's very simple little carb. Okay, I'm going to put it back together, which, just blow this off, put it back on, put the screws back on. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm also going to drain the tank and put new fuel in there. So I will bring it back once that's all done. Okay, so off camera, I took the plug out. Looks good. Cleaned it up a little bit. Drain the fuel. Let's see. Half of this is what came out of it. The other half is from a different one, but the different one was the same color. Let's see here. What else? I'm gonna sharpen the blade, assuming that it starts. So let's go ahead. This doesn't require any type of pump. Let's just give it a pull and see what happens. There we go. Looks like it's good to go. We can go ahead and tip it on its side, take off the blade, sharpen it, and call the owner, say it is ready. Okay, well, that was a pretty easy one, pretty quick one. Just wanted to show that even the bigger ones have the same problem as the smaller versions of these engines. Okay, well, definitely like, subscribe, and keep on watching. See everyone later.